Hey guys, Aardvark85 here. You know what time it is? It's time for town. It's Friday night, just before midnight. I've got my hands on not one, but two of the Codexes, and we're about to do some kit openings. We're going to check out some of the new kits. You know, other videos that are already out have one kit here, one kit there. We're going to open several of the new kits so you can see them all at one time. So stay tuned, get ready for some big badass townies. Alright guys, here we go. This is the kits that we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at the Codex. We're going to thumb through that and take a look at all its goodness. We have Broadside suits. This is my personal order that I'll be taking home with me tonight. The Broadsides with the drones. We're going to be checking out, opening up the Riptide and see what it has inside, as well as the SunShark Bomber, which also doubles as the Razor Strike Fighter. And then we'll come on down to the Pathfinders with all the new drone goodness. And then, last but not least, we're going to be checking out Dark Strider and Long Strike, the special characters that are made out of the finecast. So let's get started here with the Codex, and we'll see what it's got to offer. All right, guys, here we go. We got the Codex, and we're gonna take a look at it there. Got some pretty badass artwork. I know we're catching a little glare, but we're gonna try and mitigate that here. There we go. So we got some, got the first page, shows some Tau goodness. Looks like a hammerhead doing some work on some Eldars. That looks pretty cool. And then here's some of the stuff that we've already seen in the White Dwarf. Keep flipping through. There's a good picture for you. Check that out. See if I can get it without the glare. Man, that looks badass. Some crisis soup zooming in. Looks like a Thunderhawk flying down the middle. I know we got a lot of background noise, but we're here at the game shop waiting on midnight to roll through so that we can make our purchases. Looks pretty nice. A lot of fluff. We're dealing with the fluff right now. See if we can catch any new good pictures. There's another good one for you. Alright, here's pretty cool. It's an expeditionary force structure is what it looks like. That'll be some good reading there. It's the old Battle Force box picture, but that still looks pretty good. Killing some orcs. We got the commander pages, the ethereal page, cadre fireblades, which are plus-ups. I believe they're elites. Got fire warriors, pathfinders, devilfish. They really didn't do. They didn't rewrite the entire codex, which I think is a great thing. What they did was they just adapted a few units and added some good, abilities. They just tweaked it, which is all Tau really needed in the first place to make them a competitive army. Got the good old stealth teams there, sniper drone teams, piranhas. I'm really curious to find out if piranhas have a use in 6th edition, being that they're front armor 11, side armor 10, rear armor 10. They only got 2 hull points. Here's your pages on your bombers. We're going to be looking at these bombers here in just a minute. The Sky Ray. Ooh, that's an ugly picture. They could have done a little bit better on that, huh? Alright. Crew squads. It shows some of the big crew tops and crew hounds in the photo. The Vespids. There's Commander Farsight. This glare is killing us. Commander Shadow Sun. She's not as hot as I thought she would be. There's Long Stride. I skipped a couple pages, but we're going to get through with this so we can look at some kits. There you go. There's some of the pulse rifle, the rail rifle, ion rifle. That's pretty cool. So then we have a bunch of, ooh, that's pretty neat right there. They should make that into a poster, because I would sure hang that on my wall. I mean, this right here is the Riptide. There's a Broadside. This is the XV8 Crisis Enforcer battlesuit, which I think is the new Commander battlesuit. Then you got the old XV8 right here, and then you got a stealth suit and a regular old Fire Warrior. That's pretty sweet. Alright, hang with me. We don't want to look at pictures of the models, we want to look at the actual models. So, give me a second to transition here, and we'll go back and check out some of the kits. 2, 1. Alright guys, here we go. We've got our Broadside suit. We're going to take it out and see what we get in the kit. So, got a little black background here, so hopefully this stuff will stick out pretty good. Alright, so here we go. We've got 2 sprues for the Broadside. Here's the first one. And it looks pretty good. That's going to be your upper torso right there. This is going to be part of the back. This looks like part of the legs. You know, with this plastic, hopefully we'll avoid the problems that we had with the skinny ankles. But it still looks like the feet are going to have that ball joint add-on there. And hopefully you can mount it sturdy enough where those ankles aren't going to break like they used to on the Crisis suits. Here's the weapon sprue. You've got smart missile systems, the advanced missile systems. There's the rifle, the rail rifle, or whatever they're calling it now. A couple plasmas, bunch of antennas, seeker missile. And you got 2 drones, it looks like 2 missile drones. Plus one style head. That's not too bad. So this is what's going to look like all together. So that's what you're getting for your money. It's $50 right there worth of plastic. Ouch. And you also get the decal kits plus instructions. So you can build one of the 2. I'm not real sure that you're going to be able to magnetize these either way. So yeah, look right here. That's where your feet are going to hit in. There's one little plastic plug. So hopefully you'll be able to use plastic glue to get those in there and make sure that they don't snap off. Yep. Yeah, you might be able to magnetize those because it looks like the arms hold the gun, so I bet you can magnetize the arms. We're going to try that out. So we'll magnetize them up so we can use them both ways. You might have to get some spare parts. But that looks badass. I'm pretty curious about these because if you end up with 9 battlesuits rocking the missile pods, you get like, it's like 67 shots a turn out of them. And that's crazy. Alrighty. So there's your Broadside battlesuits. Oh, here's the base. So we're going to be rocking the larger Dreadnought base. The next box we're going to check out is the Pathfinder Team because I'm most curious about the drones. So, oops, we got parts flying everywhere. Alright, once again we got 2 sprues. The first sprue is going to have, looks like all your Pathfinders on it with their pulse carbines. Maybe a couple of the drone parts. That's that new ion gun right there. Let's see if we can switch to macro. Alright, there's your ion rifle right there. The thing looks pretty good. Some of your faces on your guys. I prefer really to have all the helmets on mine. See if they've got any, I don't see any grenades or anything so far, but All the carbines have marker lights attached. Here's the other sprue. And we're going to have, this is the big drone right here, the one that has the burst cannon in it. That's pretty big. That's about as big as one of the Forge World heavy drones. There's your burst cannon. Some extra parts. That might be a marker light maybe. There's your rail guns right there. There's a couple of them. A couple of the pulse carbines. There's your grenades. Actually a pistol too, check that out. There's the bottom of one of your drones. So you're getting 3 rail rifles in one. There's one right there, and then the other 2 here. And then this is mainly drone sprues. Alright, so let's take a look at the instructions. There's your instructions on how to build your big drone. It ought to go together pretty easy. There's your rail equipped Pathfinders. Might have to get an extra box of these. There's your pulse rifle or ion rifle set. Alright, and then here's just how to complete your regular old guys. Let's see what part 41 may be your marker light, I don't know. Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna crack open the Riptide battlesuit, and then we'll see what that sucker looks like. Wow. They're fitting everything onto 2 sprues. That must be some kind of weird standard that they have. It's on a flying base, if you were wondering. Let's take a look at the first sprue. We're going back to macro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. Here's the first sprue. It's got some big old parts. There's your shield. There's your hand. This thing is huge, enormous. There looks like some pistons right there. This looks like it's going to be really posable and such. Let's see. It looks like one of the heads, and I believe that it is. A couple plasma rifles. A couple fusion blasters right there. There's your big old ion cannon. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about building one of these. Here we go, there's leg parts. So, just to give you there's the bottom of a flying base. That's how big the leg parts are. There's his feet right there. You know what they say, big feet. Yeah. Big feet. Yeah, big feet for the greater good. Alright, so I'm impressed with the fact that they got this sucker onto just 2 sprues. And this is what they look like side by side. Still 2 good sized sprues. There's a lot there. It's a lot of plastic. It's going to build up pretty tall, I believe. We'll have to check it out. Let's look at the instructions. There's your instructions. Starts just like building a Gundam. It always starts with the legs, and then moves on up to the upper torso. I think you're going to be able to do a lot with this kit. You're going to really be able to do a lot of modifications and a lot of scratch building and stuff. You're going to be able to pose it a lot of different ways. I personally am probably going to replace the head with something from the Gundams. I've got several Gundams at the house. I might put a bigger head on there. I understand that there's a fluff reason why they got a little head on there, but I think it looks kind of ridiculous. Like it ought to have Master Blaster riding on top of it or something. Here's all your alternate weapon loadouts right there. Your missile pods, plasmas, or fusion blasters. And then here's how you put your drones together, which if you've checked out my Facebook page, I've already made a few of these drones from drone parts I had laying around the house. They're not really difficult. I mean, you're looking at it right there. Old drone, put a bottom on it, which was the old shield generator, and bam, you know, a missile pod part, and you've got you a missile drone. Alright, so that's the Riptide. Here's the SunShark Bomber. Let's see what we got here. That's pretty cool looking. Flying base. Again, you know, building plastic models, I'm accustomed to having a few more than 2 sprues. Here's your big overall picture. Pretty good size. That flyer is not really that big, huh? Well, you wouldn't think. But what
compared to the others?
Yeah. What does me good is, like, you see these two, or those 2 struts that everybody hates. It looks to me like they can be totally left off the kit, which is good. I'll have to see them before I decide if I want to keep them or not. Let's switch to macro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. It's your macro. That's your missile bays right there. And then we have the tail. Looks like a burst cannon of some sort. Your engine covers. It's almost mirrored the same over here. We're going to start getting these things put together before too long, and we're going to do builds on these so that you can see. Obviously mine are going to be blue because that's my set color. Here's the other sprue. Looks like we've got here's your 2 drones right there. There's one, there's the other. The little fins that go on them. You know, if you were looking to scratch build those, you could probably do that pretty easy. I'm surprised at how few parts there are to these kits. I thought there would actually be a lot more to them than this. Alright, let's take a look at the directions. Alright, here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. Here's a look at the instructions. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, everything is going right into the main body, so you're not going to have any seams up here. That's what's going to be great about this, is that this whole top of the kit will be seam free. The only thing that's there is supposed to be there, so that's going to be real easy for beginners to get a really good paint job. You're not going to have much really jacked up on there, because you can see right there it all goes into the bottom. So you'll flip it over, and that's where you'll have all your parts. And parts is parts. And then here you go, right here is where you add in the 2 struts, which I'll probably be leaving off of mine. I don't know that I like those. There you go. You're adding, there go your drone assemblies. Here you add your chin turrets. You know, I'm not too sure how easy it's going to be to make these go to magnetize. Well, never mind, I just answered my own question. I think you'll be able to magnetize these to do both jobs pretty easy. Take a few magnets, magnetize that on right there. You magnetize the little pulse generator in there, and I think you'll be able to flip back and forth without much of a problem. That way you might be able to save some money on buying a lot of different kits. I think as of right now, I'm probably going to be running the Bomber anyway, because it's got twin-linked weapons, whereas the fighter does not. And booyah, there you go. Alright, let's look at some special characters. Alright, here we go. We got Long Strike. Here's Long Strike. He comes in the regular clamshell. See if we can get that puppy open. Well, if you were looking or hoping for a really involved Long Strike kit, I would not think so. That's all you get right there. That's about it.
How much was that again?
Yeah, this was. Let me give you a reference. There's a base. There's him. And you got one pose, and that's what it looks like. So, but the good thing about the kit, it doesn't look like there's any bubbles in it. It doesn't look like there's any defects that I can see right away. It's a pretty good looking kit. He looks like he's standing on his little tippy hooves there, little tippy toes, trying to poke out of the tank turret there. There's no helmet front for his helmet, but the armor kind of looks like Shadow Sun's a little bit. And so that's what you get. Be careful, you might lose it. Alright, here we go. This is going to be Dark Strider. He's the squad leader, or the head of the Pathfinder squads. I think he could be joined to Fire Warrior squad too. He comes with like a little custom base. There you go. And then you have, there's his head right there. Let's see if we can get the macro on. We got the macro on. So I'm going to pull him in for a close-up. Focus, focus. There you go. There's his head. And then here we have his body. Have his body and his rifle. Alright, there you go. Alright guys, Aardvark here. So there you have it. We've looked at the Broadsides, we looked at the Flyer, we looked at the new Riptide Crisis Suit, a couple of the special characters, some of the Pathfinders, and we can see that, you know, there was a trend. You know, I noticed that GW is only putting one kit on 2 plastic sprues, and the kits, though they seem pretty simple, actually, once they're complete, are very dynamically posed and such, so that probably is a result of the way they were developed in the 3D CAD system. So I'm very happy with the purchase here. I'm going to get home tonight. I'm going to start working on some of these kits. We're going to roll out some videos. We're going to go all the way through painting with them. So stay tuned. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see these come together, see me reassemble the Tau Army, and then we're going to move out and take over the game store for the greater good. Signing off from the 19th Legion.